2. All right, we are here with Raymond Harrington again. Glad Dad. What you got for us today?
I've got an updated version of the deck everybody wants to see for some reason.
Yeah, there's been so many comments on my channel asking for it, so I'm delivering it right here. We did it once, but
this one's a little different. Yeah. I took out the Dragoon and everything because I didn't really like it that much.
Yeah.
So I went back to the barriers, not the infinite negate loop because it's too easy to interrupt it. So I went back to the barrier station.
Yep.
So
all right, let's see it.
First, you play 3 Rabbit. He's your one that gets your normal monsters out. He's about your best normal summon in the deck. 3 Ondals. Best card in the deck. I don't care what anybody says. I need a super. And seeing him in hand is not a brick. It's not a brick. Seeing Ondal or Rabbit is full combo. Ondal is your full combo piece.
Yep.
Now we got our one-ups. I play the 1 of Torix. She copies the name and level after dumping 1 to grave. Your 1 Monster Reborn with Darius. He helps you get into your Union Carrier and Infinite Negate Loop if you still want to play it, you can, or the Barrier Statue. Aqueous, he's the one that grabs 1 back from grave, which most of the time you recycle your comeback off of him. The higher level 1-ofs, I play 1 Noxious and 1 Vespius. They're just other high level targets to help you get into the Tamer Editor faster. They're also both hand traps. He can eat a battle and then tag out. He is your best target to come off of rejections, so because he's a Sea Serpent. So first of all, he's one of the different typings, and he also can drop himself during damage step and make everything on your field gain 500 attack. So he's pretty cool. And he also comes up sometimes like if you get locked out of making certain things or doing certain things. I've hard made Domitianus with him because people would stop the Tamer Editor. And then the next higher level one you play 2 Augustus. He summons them from your hand, which is very nice. He's one of the easiest ways to get into your Tamer Editor.
Yep.
Then 2 Champion Pack Bestiaries. You don't have to play the Champion Packs. They're expensive.
Yeah, he's just a rarity whore.
I'm just a rarity whore. So, I'm glad Dad for a reason. I have to flex sometimes.
Yeah.
So I play 2 because 1's not enough. It's spell and trap removal. It also helps you get into Geyserus a lot quicker. Normally you can side out 1 of them when you're going into game 2 and 3. Speaking of rarity whore, my 3 ulti test tigers. Took me a while to get these. He's the best extender in the deck. Seeing him in hand is not bad. I used to play him at 2, but I like him at 3 now because getting into Test Panther and everything is so much easier with this card. And he's also, sometimes you can use it to bait and ash and get your plays going. Then the only 2 monsters in here that aren't Glads are the Buster Lock and the Barrier Statue. I play these because this is a lot easier to end on, and your opponent has a harder time adding this with Domitianus on the field because they can't attack it, rather than the Infinite Negate Loop where they can, if they have enough interruptions, they can play through the Infinite Negate Loop. And then the Buster Lock because locking people out of their extra deck is kind of an auto-win. 3 Rotos because I can play 3. Gladiator Beast Proving Ground searches the level 4 or lower Gladiator Beast monster. Most of the time, believe it or not, you use it to search the Ondal or the Darius or the Aqueous, whichever combo piece you're missing. They're all level 4 or lower. 3 Comebacks, which is basically Monster Reborn, but it also specials from the hand. You can't special summon a type that you already control, which is fine, because most of the time, by the time you're using this, you've already got different types on the field. And also, whatever it summons cannot be destroyed by battle. So sometimes it's good to just make a wall and sit on it. Yeah, I've come to that a couple times. 3 Rejections, which is really nice. Your opponent cannot target your Gladiator Beast monsters with card effects except during battle phase, which by that time you've already established your monsters that negate everything in battle phase, so you're perfectly fine. And also, when you special summon a Gladiator Beast monster, you can get an additional 1 from deck, but it won't get its effects if it's summoned off rejection because it's not being summoned off a Gladiator Beast monster. Then a couple of the 1-ofs, since we like Monster Reborn in here, we play Succession, we play Living Fossil, and we play Monster Reborn, because this literally gives you 6 copies to keep your plays going, so you can play through hand traps easily. Yeah, I want to thank Sean for the Living Fossil, because I didn't even think of Living Fossil. It was pretty nice. Then a couple more 1-ofs. The 1 call by kind of sucks. Really sucks.
Yep.
One upstart, just for a filler card. You guys can play whatever you want. Some people told me to play the Hornet Drones instead. Hornet Drones is nice, but I just don't like drawing into Hornet Drones late game. This just is, I like this. I like upstart. Then excuse these last couple cards. They're in different colored sleeves because they were in other decks while I was playing. You play the one Terraforming and then one Magical Midfield Breaker. Some people I saw playing Sorvis, the Ritual Dragon, and you can play that too if you want. Just prevents targeting. This makes it harder for them to out your rabbit, so that way you can still keep going. Then I play two talents because you have half your deck can be ashed. So everybody loves to ash the panther or the rabbit or whatever. So this just helps you keep going or break a board. Then last but not least, just 3 imperms.
Okay.
I like the imperm back in main deck, especially since now you kind of want to go second a little bit too, so you can just kill them. On to the extra deck. We play 2 Test Panther. He's one of your main go-to ones. I don't like any more than 2. He searches a Gladiator Beast card from the deck, as long as it states Gladiator Beast in the name, so he cannot search rejection. And then he also has the same effect as Test Tiger. He can target one Gladiator Beast, shuffle it back into the main deck, and get you a new one. Link Spider, because you play 3 normal monsters. Also, you just lets you play through Nibiru. Especially if you have an Ondal in hand, you can link the Nibiru token into the Link Spider, summon the Ondal, make Test Panther, and keep going.
Yep.
IP Masquerena, Union Carrier, your other Link 2s. This just facilitates the Buster Lock. This just allows you to make the Appaloosa on your opponent's turn. Or a Unicorn to spin back a card, because we do play the Unicorn. Now I play 3 Link 3s. I play this just to generically link upwards without wasting my Unicorn spend. You don't have to play this. You can play whatever you want. I don't play the Dingrisu anymore. That's why I put this back in here. But you could play Dingrisu over this just so you can out the Dragoon.
Yep.
Samorg Link, just to summon the Barrier Statue. But also, believe it or not, I've used the Samorg Link to summon my Augustus at end phase and my Bestiary at end phase just to keep going. It really helps in the grind game. Then the only Link 4 you play is Appaloosa. Then I play 2 Tame Redditor. He's your walking Evo pill. He special summons 1 from the extra deck, ignoring summoning conditions. He only takes 2 level 5 or higher to make. Your boss monster is Domitianus. He controls the battle phase. You get to declare your opponent's attack targets. It's a continuous effect, not an activated effect. So you can actually use it under Mystic Mind, which is hilarious. He's also a monster effect negation. He negates and destroys. Then my last 2 is my Herculinos, your Spell and Trap negate, and you're going second clear the board Geysers. Because every time this dude is summoned, he pops 2 cards. I've popped 6 cards on 1 turn off this dude. By just making him once, bring him back out, shuffle him back away for a Tame Redditor just to bring him back out. Now last but not least, the side deck. It's in different sleeves again because I was playing something else today. It's expensive. You don't have to use these side deck options. These are just mine. I have availability to them, so some people do not. 3 Lightning Storms, obviously really expensive. You don't have to play it. There's other options of going second, like Harpy's Feather Duster. There's a $15 rare, same thing. 3 Ice Dragon's Prisons. Now this card's been climbing in price, and I love it. It's a solid card. It literally screws dinos and anything else that all plays the same typing and attributes. 3 Cosmics, because Eldritch is still a thing, so is Numeron. 3 Droplets, because this is like the best card. It's a quick play Dark Ruler No More. That's the reason I like it over Dark Ruler No More. I also like it over Dark Ruler No More because you can deal damage through this. Dark Ruler you cannot. And then last, Lancia, because this is just a blowout card to like half the decks. Like this straight stops Eldritch's resources for a turn. This auto wins you games against dinosaurs because they literally can't summon their win condition. So Conductor just stays in the deck, or hand, or wherever he's at. Yep. And then that's it for the deck profile.
All right. Anything else you want to throw out there before we end this off?
I mean, I'm working on some other decks and stuff, some spicy stuff like Insectors, Wind-Ups, just some older school stuff. If people want to see that, just let me know, and we'll get it up on your channel. Yeah. I did really well. I think I made 3rd place last Thursday with Cyber Dragons. So if they want to know, it's a blind second build. But I got the blind second build of Cyber Dragons and did very well against all the meta. My only loss was Dragon Link going into time. because he Buster Locked me, and I was trying to get to my kaiju to out the Buster Lock. But other than that,
Okay.
I mean, shout outs to you, Sam's channel, which is Scallic. I don't know if it's Scallic or Scallic YGO. I think it's just Scallic. MCO40, wherever else I'm known from. But, shout outs to you too, especially.
All right. Thank you very much for the updated profile, and hopefully we'll see more from you later.
Yeah, you will, I'm sure.